Okay, let's go.
Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. In this episode, we are going to learn how to add hair into a braid. In the previous episode, you've learned how to braid without and with product. So your braid should have been looking like this. Let's continue with adding hair into your braid. Now let's just unravel that braid if you still have it up. If you have been practicing, I am extremely proud of you because you are determined to learn how to braid. Now before this video gets started, I want you guys to hit that subscribe button, like, and share the video. You don't need extra product on this if you have not been practicing, but if you have, I know that the hair is more back to where it was, so please do apply more product. But if you still have product on yours, please go ahead and mold that back, clear the hair out. Now I'm going to show you guys how to braid. Start off the braid with the hair first. Now we have our hair, and like in episode 3, I've showed you guys how to know the difference between taking out hair. When it comes to braiding a straight back braid, it is extremely different. When you're starting off braiding the hair from the base and you want hair starting from up here, you want to take out small amounts, like really small amounts. You want to take out about 5 of those size pieces. And then after taking out 5 of those pieces, because when we get to about the middle of the braid, we want to start making it just a tad bit thicker. Or if we want to keep the same consistency, we want to take out just a little bit bigger pieces, about 5 of those. Now I just want to show you guys the different sizes that we are using today. Just a small size, and that's for the beginning of the braid. And then when we hit the middle, we want 2 different sizes. All right, I'm showing you guys the easiest way to get that braid consistency, keeping it the same. All right, now let's go ahead again with that braid. So everything that you have learned in the last episode, we're going to implement that onto this again. Get rid of that comb. Now with this braiding type, we are going to need some product on our hand because with this one, we are going to be using the braiding hair. And it might just be a little messy, so we want to keep the hair extremely neat as possible, all right? So everything that you've learned before, grab that hair, you need 3 pieces, twist, grab, 2, and 3, and then you grab that hair. So don't forget, you can let go and grab that hair. 1, and when you twist and you that pointer finger, you want to grab that first piece of hair and everything that you've learned in episode 3 about how to loop that hair. All right, now that hair is gonna go up. All right, that hair is gonna go up into that. So this hair is falling between your index finger and your middle finger. Just push it up into that and you grab that hair and keep braiding while grabbing. That's 2. So then we get the next piece of hair, and once again that index finger, we're just going to push. What we're going to do is hook it up on that index finger. Just hook that up. Okay, hook that up, and you're going to continue braiding while grabbing that hair. Grab. All right, get your 3rd piece of that small strand, your 3rd piece. Once again, up that index finger, hook it up. Should be falling between your middle finger and your index finger. All right, twist, grab the 4th piece into that, and you're just going to continue braiding like you didn't just add a piece, because I feel like if you think too much about it, then you end up with a braid that just doesn't look right because you're thinking too much about it. All right, again, hook it up on that finger and continue braiding. Now we're going to just add a little bit of product. And now we're going in with our 6th piece, which is the bigger piece. All right. product. 7th piece. Hook that up. Eighth piece, hooking that up. Taking that product, putting that up there. Your 9th piece. And then the 10th piece. Now I'm going to show you guys how to start off braiding and add hair from the middle. All right, now like in the beginning of the video, we're going to implement everything we just learned. The only difference is we will not be adding hair from the beginning. All right, so starting off again. Just grabbing that hair. Now, when we've reached somewhat the middle, we will start with the small sizes again. And once again, just hook that hair right up. Hook it up against that index. That's 2. All right. 3. That's the 4th one. And this would be the 5th one. Now we're going to start with the big pieces. This would be the first one. We're going to start at the nape of the neck. And once again, twist that hand. Once again, we're gonna slip that right through there. Slip that one right through there again. Just slipping it through there. A lot of questions are, how do I get my braids the same size? You get your braids the same size by parting them the exact same size. You can see that you're parting it the exact same size, and by putting in the same amount of hair in each braid, along with keeping an eye on where you added that hair so you can remember where you added in each braid to keep the same consistency, the same thickness, the same length, and everything. Now I'm going to show you guys how to add hair to the bottom of the braid only, and I'm going to show you guys a little trick on how to get a longer braid with minimum hair. We're using those same pieces that we used, but the bigger pieces are what we're using. We are not using the smaller pieces. So all 5 of your bigger pieces that you took out is what you will be using. If you have a thinner braid or smaller braids, you want to use the smaller pieces when doing this. Because we have all learned how to do braids, I'm not going to unravel it all the way to the top. I'm gonna just continue from right here. So if you want to, you can go ahead and unravel it to the top and start over your braid, but I'm gonna keep showing you guys how we will continue. So we're gonna keep braiding, going all the way down. All right. We're gonna continue. Now when we've reached right here, about around the nape of the neck, we want to start adding here. We're gonna add here. Gonna add the second one. And we're gonna add the third. We have 5 pieces, but we are only using 3 for right now. All right. We're gonna twist that hand. And when we twist that hand, we're gonna braid down. And you'll see how the consistency of the braid stays the same size. All right. I'm gonna push this out just a little bit because I want you guys to pay attention to the next step that I'm gonna do. Now let's make the braid longer than we actually want it. We're gonna stop right there. Now we have braiding here in our hand. We're gonna go closer to the end of the braid and loop that. All right. We're gonna add that here, right between those fingers again. And we're gonna do 1, 2. We're gonna do the same thing. We'll get it all the way to the end. Put that in there. 1, and keep going down. This is gonna make your braid longer with less hair. Instead of having to add hair continuously, even when you get down. So technically only 2 strands should be long, and then you have a third one, okay? We're gonna start borrowing from that longer strand, just a little bit. So now we have 3 long strands. Then we're gonna borrow again from the other one. And you guys can see how this one is extremely small. What do? Borrow. Again, we're gonna borrow. So now we have 3 equal pieces again. You guys see how that braid is longer? I do not believe in leaving the hair like this, but I do twist it. Once I feel like you won't be able to tell. So around this part where that braid is really small, I just divide it in two separate sections, and I start twisting. Okay. And that's how you get a longer braid without using too much hair. Now you've just learned how to cornrow braid in 3 different ways. I want you guys to practice that for the next episode. Do not forget to follow all my social medias that is listed in the description below. Please like, subscribe, share this video, and I will see you guys in the next episode.